The nervous system is completely unconscious to us most of the time. It works within milliseconds out of our awareness in order to keep us safe. Right. So that's very helpful when we're experiencing a very acute, imminent threat or danger. The function that it serves is to make us fight or run or freeze and hope that whatever is bothering us goes away. Very helpful in the moment, less helpful, really destructive actually when what the threat is a global pandemic that is spanning almost 2 years now. So that's a very different situation and really tough on our mind, body, and soul.
What does that do to our mind, body, and soul?
So essentially, when the nervous system detects a threat and never has a chance to reset, right? Because the fact that we get activated, that's biology, that's supposed to happen that way. We're designed to recover from that. But when the nervous system doesn't turn off, because like in a global pandemic, when we're worried about the health and safety of ourselves and the people we love all the time, it is constantly putting toxic chemicals into our bloodstream that has a disastrous effect on us. Everything from sleep disruption, appetite disruption, brain fog, difficulty focusing and concentrating, difficulty being really rational using the frontal lobe of our brain. It has a really chronic, insidious effect.
And so it seems like what you've come to discover is that some of these patients who are getting the COVID-19 vaccine, obviously it's helpful physically, but it seems to be helping mentally as well.
Absolutely. For folks who they take science seriously, they're listening to the experts, they understand the risk that COVID poses, and they understand the benefits that come with the vaccine that data supports, which is, a real reduction or elimination of hospitalization and death. There is an experience of exhaling for the first time in a long time. And that is more than just a feel-good experience that lasts for the duration of the exhale. That means that our nervous system finally gets to reset. And so for a lot of us, we were vaccinated earlier on, but now our children are getting vaccinated. And it's again, a moment of exhale where our nervous system gets to reset and we get to feel that actual relief, which allows our bodies to start to heal.
You mentioned that there is a lot of misinformation out there about the vaccine. And because of that, a lot of people are still very hesitant to get it. Some people who are hesitant to get it are forced to get it because of the vaccine mandates and where they work. So are you seeing that this really isn't having the same effect on their mental health?
It's not having the same effect on those folks, unfortunately. It could. I think there are situations where they're allowed to continue working, and eventually that they maybe experience an exposure and they don't have to quarantine, they don't get sick. I think there are potential benefits that those folks could still experience. But whenever choice is taken away from us, in this case, it makes sense. We have to in terms of public health. But when choice is taken away from us, it typically doesn't do good things for our mental health. So for folks who don't really believe or take it seriously, but are forced to get the vaccine anyway, we might see a slight decline in mental health, but also one that I'm hopeful will abate soon.